Disney was very hopeful that The Little Mermaid could get him back on the right track for these live-action remakes, because despite the success that they had a few years ago with The Lion King, with Aladdin, even though a lot of people thought, man, those movies wasn't really anything special about them, they kind of just took what they did before and made a real bastardized, dumbed-down version of them that people didn't connect with as much. Even though people said that about those movies, they still made bank. They still made a ton of money. So Disney was very hopeful to get back on the right foot despite their recent failures in live action with the race swapped Little Mermaid. And not only is the Little Mermaid race swapped, and that's one of the reasons people are upset about this, but also nearly everything else associated with the film. When you look at the CGI, when you look at the character designs, when you look at the color, the contrast, everything about this movie, people are shitting on. But the one thing Disney wants you to focus on is them setting records. The Little Mermaid trailer breaks a new Disney record. What's that record? A lot of people liked it. A lot of people love it. No, the record is it got viewed more times than any live action movie since The Lion King back in 2019. Unfortunately for Disney, nearly every single person that sees it despises it. They hate it. Look at these numbers. 1.2 million. That's what we're sitting at now. 1.2 million dislikes to 231,000 likes. An absolutely pathetic state of affairs for Disney. This has been viewed nearly 10 million times in less than a week. And when you go through the comment section, all it is trolls. All it is trolling. I love the part where Vin Diesel says fish and chips. Nah, this is family. I love the part where she says it's Morbin time. This sends chills down my spine. I love the part where Ariel says, ask not what your ocean can do for you, ask what you can do for your ocean, over and over and over again. Basically, no positivity surrounding this movie. Almost everybody hates it. At least 80% of everyone that watches it despises it. Now, as much as people want to say it's just the racists out there, it's racist MAGA trolls, even Josh Gad, this fat fuck, coming in and saying that it's just racists that don't like The Little Mermaid. Somehow I think it's about more than that. And when you look away from Halle Bailey as Ariel and look to other parts in this, you can see that people are slamming it. After a first look at Scuttle in The Little Mermaid, fans are all saying the same thing. And they're saying, what the fuck is that? That doesn't look like this character. Someone says fixed Scuttle. Here's that first look at Scuttle from Discussing Film. That doesn't look anything like a seagull. And of course, it's voiced by Aquafina, which I don't know if you could get quite more annoying than that. Not going to lie, but the seagull in Pinocchio live action, better than Scuttle. That's not even a gull. Same thing over and over again from this person as well. Ain't no fucking way that's Scuttle. Excuse me. Ain't no fucking way that's Scuttle. Let me cleanse my eyes by looking at the real motherfucking Scuttle, the motherfucking OG, over and over and over again. And you're seeing the same exact thing when it comes to Flounder and Sebastian. Look at what they did. That's supposed to be Flounder. This just looks like any normal ass fish. Normal ass fish. Look at that. There's no emotion. There's nothing in the eyes of this. You could put this in your fucking fish tank. And that's one of the problems that people have. It's not just that they've race swapped Ariel. It's that this entire thing looks like a shallow, hollow, soulless Disney remake. And that's the problem with so many of these Disney live action remakes. Now, of course, I'm not going to sit there and pretend that nobody has a problem with what they're doing with Ariel, because in my mind, you should have a problem. You should have a problem with them deciding to take a character who's established a certain way, not just in the iteration that we saw in 1989, but so many different other places, as white skin, red hair. Yeah, I don't think you should be taking that character and race swapping them. That's why they did it. They did it for identity politics. They did it specifically for a reason. Don't give me this, she was the best person for the job. Bullshit. They wanted to cast a black person to play Ariel, and they cast Halle Bailey. Now, to her credit, her voice does sound awesome. Sounds like she's got a great voice. Congratulations. Unfortunately, you are not the right person to play Ariel. That's just one of the many, many reasons why people are saying this. In the same way, if they did a Princess and the Frog 2, if they did a live action Princess and the Frog, they probably shouldn't race swap that actress either. It's almost like people just want to see the things that they're fans of on screen. People are fans of The Little Mermaid. I can't say that, I was a super uber fan, but of all like the female-centric Disney movies, I did like The Little Mermaid more than probably some others. But there are a ton of diehard fans of Ariel, of these characters out there. That's what they want to tune in and see. They don't want to tune in and see a bastardized version of them solely for the purpose of pushing identity politics. And this is the go-to. This will be the go-to from Disney. It'll be the go-to from Disney defenders, from the mainstream media, from everybody. If you don't like it, it might have nothing to do with the terrible looking CGI, even just in this one shot. It might have nothing to do with the terrible looking CGI, with how stupid these characters look. It will have everything to do with, well, if you don't like this, you must just not like black people. Weird how all the racists managed to show up for this, but not for a bunch of other trailers like Wakanda Forever, Black Panther, Creed, Creed 3, all of these things. They don't show up for that. They just show up for The Little Mermaid. Weird how that works. Congrats on your record-breaking achievements, Disney. So many people watched this trailer. Unfortunately, nearly all of them hated it.